Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Daniel and I'm accompanied by Azka, Adam, Rindra, and Nino. And today we'll be talking about our final project for WRPL IUP. Alright, so if you open our GitHub repo, you get to see our README, where quick access shows our live application in Vercel, as well as the source code in our QuickCart repository. Our team members include these people, and our project overview is that QuickCart is basically an e-commerce web application built with Node.js. Our features include these, and our architecture uses a Node.js for backend, a database integrated data management, testing using Jest, and containerization using Docker, everything as instructed by Pat Guntur. Now I'll be talking about our user stories. So in our user stories, we have, let's go to the oldest ones. So for example, we have the user story number one. As a shopper, I want to browse and search for products so that I can find items I want to buy. There are a whole bunch of other user stories here. We have encapsulated a total of 20, but we'll be talking about them in more depth in our UML, which resonates all the issues or all the user stories that we have encapsulated. So in our UML, this is the big picture of things, right? Let's go into more depth where we get into context. So in our context, we have two kinds of users, the customer and the admin. The customer can browse and buy, while the admin can manage catalogs and orders. And they access our system, which is an e-commerce website or an online shopping platform. And there's external systems such as the payment provider and the shipping provider as well. Now, going into more depth in regards to the containers, our e-commerce website has three different containers, which are the web app, the backend API, and the database. Again, the external system encapsulates the payment and shipping providers. Going into our components, which has more detail, our web app is divided into four parts: the checkout page, cart page, product page, and authentication page. And it is connected to our backend API, which has the order controller, product controller, authentication service that uses Click, and the shipping service and payment service as well. Here, our database that is connected to the backend API actually uses MongoDB, not Postgre. We've updated it, and here it encapsulates the orders table, products table, and users table. Now, my friend Azka is going to talk a little bit more about testing our actual application.
So, hello everyone. Would like to explain how we test our project. So, if we run this, we can run our test algorithms. So, using npm test, npm run test watch, and also coverage. And I'd like to go ahead and show you guys the algorithm that we're using. So, here's an overview of what our project is. This is how we set up our algorithms, and here are the algorithms that we use to test different test case. So we have a total of 5 different test cases. First is add item to cart and some other. Just go to the summary, and here, so we tested the functionality of adding items. So when a customer add product with the default is 1 and also the correct price. So when a customer adds when the admin adds a product, it will add one product of the product added, and then also we tested the remove item and also update quantity. So change the quantity without alerting cart size, change the quantity of the product that they want, and also total price of their cart and also the cart size. And here is the test running. So now I would like to pass this to Adam to explain the automated version.
Okay, let's move on to me. Thank you very much, Azka. So for my case, I'll be showing you guys a little bit of our testing. So here in our code, we're going to be implementing some automated testing. So by running npm test and then clicking enter, it should load in just a second, and it will check for every single test. Give it a few seconds, but while that's waiting, so here, once we've run the code, as you can see here, these are our passcodes, and then from here, it may look like red, but these are actually our error cases. So our code not only checks for where it passes, but it also checks for any potential errors for whenever it happens, right? So these are like the outputs if an error were to happen. And here, it Okay, it seems like it's been done. So as you can see here, everything runs smoothly with all 100. And here, as you can see, like all 16 tests, we've passed every single one of them. And from basically what we can say is that like in every single line, every single function, we've tested every single thing. And yeah, it all passes. And yeah, that's about me.
Okay. Thank you, Adam. And now I will be talking about our database and our Docker. Here I shall show you guys our Docker, and you can see here our app and our database is running correctly. This is all of our services, it's all here. And then next I shall be showing you guys our database. Here we have the clerk. You can click on overviews, it is all connected here. These are the list of the users inside our web app. These are what you call all of the users there is. Say I click on Nino Wandhana here, we can see all of the detail here. And then if I wanted to update this account to be an admin or a seller, I can just edit this one, role. I can add like this, role and seller. And with this will allow the account to add products and then sell products, and they can view their order and everything. Next, we have our address database. In here, no, not just our address database, this is MongoDB Atlas, which we use to host our database. First, we have our users database, which is connected to Clerk. This is basically where we store all of those. Here we have all of the list of users. This should be connected and everything should be the same. Next, we have the list of our products that is currently inside. So any seller can add data to this, and they will all be updated at the end. And then next we have orders. Yeah, so orders is basically what do you call it? If something happens and like if a user tries to buy something, it will show order placed, and then it will show the detail of the orders. And finally, we have the address. This stores every single address for every single user, and each user can have unlimited addresses. And then next, we have our ingest cloud. So this serves as our functions. So earlier, Daniel mentioned about the functions that we have, and then this is essentially what the user can do inside our web app. And all of these functions just shows that everything is working just fine. And here in runs, we can see that every time a user does something, we can be notified about it, like, oh, a user click on something or they do something, it can show completed. And then finally, we have Cloudinary, which we use to host our images for the web app. So if a user tries to upload a product or something, their images will be hosted here. Okay, that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Rindra, Adam, Azka, and Daniel for explaining all the technicals and theories. I would like to continue and show you guys the demo of our application. Docker Compose up.
Yeah, you don't need it. It's already running.
What's the code?
Docker Compose up again. Since you just stopped.
Right. So my apologies, also a little misclick. Okay. After running a line called Docker Compose up, which triggers the application itself, here you see our homepage of our application. There are pop-up products that we add in the application itself. As you can see, the pictures that are stored in the Cloudinary are here all. And this is the feature products, this is the footer and everything else. But I would like to tell you guys the flow and some features that we have here. First of all, the features that we have is the login page and the sign up page for our account. And you could manage the account here. You could see the profile, the security things, and you could sign out. And if as a user, if I want to buy an item, for instance, like the Apple AirPods here, I could click on it and you could see all the descriptions, the name, the price itself, and some brand color and categories. Here, if I still wanted to add to cart of this item, all I have to do is just add to cart. There will appear a notification that the item has been added to the cart. But if I feel like I wanted to buy this Apple AirPods immediately, I will just press the button now, and it will proceed to this page, which is the cart page. In the cart page, you could see the product that we initially wanted to buy, and there's an order summary, which consists of the select address, where you could add new address here. You could add in full name, phone number, and everything else. Let me just save address. There will appear a notification, and it will automatically save in our select address. And then there's a promo code, and there's this price and everything else. And when we're done, all we have to do is just place order and we just wait for the application to run. There should be. Nice. All right, but it works. Okay, and there we go. So every items that we buy will store in this page called My Orders, where you could see every past item that we bought in these applications. So I feel like that's it in our application. We would like to say thank you very much for everything you have given to us and you have taught us. My name is Nino. This is Daniel, Azka, Adam, and Linda. I'd like to say thank you and see you guys in the future. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.